guys, welcome back to my channel. It's MIKAYLA here, obviously. If you are new, thank you for clicking, and please subscribe down below. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for your support. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my Instagram pictures. I'm definitely not great at editing Instagram pictures. I could be better, but this is my way, the way that I love to do this. A lot of my friends actually have asked for this video, so that's kind of why I'm filming it. And also, I just love editing, so I thought, why not? So yeah, let's just jump into the video. Like I said, this is my Instagram. I'm not very... It could be better. I don't use one filter for all of my photos. My filters are different throughout all of them. So, for example, all of these are different filters. We're going to be editing some of these pics that I have already posted. And we're going to be editing some selfies, some pictures I've taken of me, and we're also going to be editing this one right here, and I'll show you how I did that. Just because I wanted you guys to see how I edit different multiple pictures. So first I will use the tool Airbrush. This is just like Facetune, but you don't have to pay for it, and I don't use Facetune a lot. I just use it, or I don't use the Airbrush a lot, I just use it to enhance some of my features. So let's edit this pic right here. Sometimes I'll use this smooth tool. I'll use that most if I edit my photography pictures. I'll use acne, but I don't have acne in this pic, so I'm not even going to touch the acne tool. I'll also use the whiten tool if I am showing my teeth. I will only use the whiten tool if it looks natural. Sometimes when I add it, it doesn't even look like my teeth and it looks so unnatural, so I just don't even do that. But the most ones I use on every single one is brighten, and I brighten up my eyes. That's the before and after. Then I will use my dark circles, get rid of those bad boys, and that is done. So this is a before and after of Airbrush. Like I said, I don't use Facetune that much. I just kind of use it to enhance some of my features. So we're going to save that. Next app we'll be going into is Snapseed. So we're going to import it, hit Tools. I like to use the curves because that enhances like the highlights and the shadows. We're going to do that. I create a little S curve. Typically that's what you do. Sometimes I enhance it a lot more at this pic. I don't really need to use it. Also, side notes, I also take all my pictures on Snapchat with selfies just because I just don't like the camera for selfies. I like Snapchat more, so that is why this image isn't that great. So I use Tune Image. I like to brighten up the photo a little bit, but I don't want to wash out my face, so I won't add too much. I love contrast, so I'll add a ton of contrast. Sometimes I will use the healing app or the brush tool. Healing would be if you want to get rid of something in the photo, but I have nothing to get rid of, so I won't add that. The brush, I mostly use the brush for my skin tone, and I believe I'll have to use it for this one, so we'll go back into this app later. So I'm going to export and save a copy. And then we're going to use the app VSCO. I pay for VSCO. I pay $10 or $20 a year. Not much, totally worth it. Highly recommend it. So yeah, let's just import that photo. So I use, like I said, I don't use one filter for all of my photos. So I'll show you some of my favorites. I like the FP series. I usually go to FP8. I also like FP2 kind of. The KP, I like KP3, but I don't really use it that often. I also like 6. Again, I don't use it that often though. The A series is also amazing. I use the C1, their C series a lot. I use C7 a lot and C1. I also like the E series, and I believe I use the E series to edit this pic. Sometimes I'll use G6. Not often though. And that's kind of it. Those are the most ones that I use. I used G6 to edit this picture, so we're going to use that one. And I think I liked this one because it looked just the naturalist and it didn't wash my face out too much. So I'm going to touch exposure just a little bit. I'm going to hit contrast up more. And 4 to 5 is the crop size that Instagram uses. So I like to crop it right away. And I will also straighten the image because it is not straightened. And that's good. So yes, that zooms in your face a lot, especially when you use Snap to take your pictures, but I've never really had a problem with it. I still feel like it looks good. So I'm going to use sharpen. Saturation, I use saturation a lot. I will go into tone. I'll get rid of the highlights to make my face look better, and shadows just a little bit. For white balance, I like to use warmer tones and the pinkier tones. So add that just a touch. Skin tone, add that a little bit. Grain, I use grain on every single pic, just depends if I go to full grain or just a little bit. For selfies, it's just a little bit. For pictures that I take of things that are not me, I usually use full grain. And I will use fade. I like fading on my pics. I'll also use split tone. I use the highlights tint, and I like to add a warm tint to my photos, so I always add a yellowy tint. I don't add it much, but it is something. But we're not done. I am going to fix my skin tone real quick. So I'm going to go back into Snapseed, and I am going to use the brush tool, and I'm going to hit exposure and bring it down to -3, and I am just going to go over my face, and this is going to get rid of all of those really dark or really light tones. Let's go over my hand a little bit. Awesome. And I think I did way too much right here, so I'm going to grab the eraser and do that again. Sometimes this literally takes me like an hour to do because I don't want it to look unnatural, so yeah. But this is the before and after. As you can tell, my face actually looks like my face, doesn't look like a ghost. So yes, that is the completed copy of this. I'll hit the before and after here.